Well, hello everybody. I hope everybody had a marvelous Christmas. I did, Kevin did, and just an amazing time. Now we are up on New Year's, New Year's Eve, and I'm trying out my cup. I tried out the brushes. The brushes that I used were fantastic. Um, they got down into my bottle, my cup, and they got down into my straw. The little funny one, it was about yay big. Uh, it did great for the lid. So yeah, all I have in here is water and my blankie. We are working on my blankie. Oh my goodness, leave it to me. Well, not just me, but um, Creations by Jax, her channel, and if I can remember, I'll link it. I'll link her channel in the description box. She bought one of my countdown boxes, and she loved it. Um, Everyone that I've heard back from, they have simply loved my countdown box. And questions are you doing it again? Well, I am. So and I've said this in other videos too. So it's just not like I'm just now saying that I'm doing it. But um, I will be doing it. But on Jax's live this past Friday, we have a visitor. Come here, honey. Come here, honey. Oh my goodness. Okay, here's the CEO of the channel. Her name's Tippy, and she's got to come and sit. If she knows Dad is talking in the dining room, he's got to be filming. So I have to go see him. And she just wants her loving. She wants to say hello. She wants to tell everybody how much she loves you. Don't you, Tippy? I wish she would find her mama. Her mama's up there on a box, and Mama has to hide from her because her daughter wants to play. Mama don't want to play. Mama's old. She's about 4 years old. All right, come on, go find Mama. She's about 4 years old. Her mother. Tippy's like a year. I don't quite remember, um, but I'm sure by the time this video is done, I'm sure she's gonna make another appearance. So I will be doing the countdown box again this year, and on Jax, like I was saying, Jax is live this past Friday. She's like, I don't want it to be over. I don't want it to be over. And she's like, Russ, you have to do Christmas in July. You have to make a box for Christmas in July. And me and Kevin started laughing. And we're like, we look at each other. We're just like, what do we do? So, Christmas in July will happen. I just ordered the gifts. Um, and they will be here January 3rd or something like that. And ay, ay, ay. The countdown box, or Christmas in July. I have to come up with a name for it. Because it's not a countdown box. That's for December. But what do I call it for July? And I haven't come up with the name yet. Now, the countdown box, I think the countdown box is fitting for what it is because it literally counts down from December 1st to January 1st. It's a countdown. Um, but these countdown boxes for July is going to be acrylic. It's going to be acrylic. It will be Christmas themed. I'm not breaking away from the Christmas theme. It is what it is. The countdown box for December, I might do a few non-Christmas. Because I don't even know if the Christmas in July boxes will even sell. But it's okay if they don't. I'm not worried about it. But um, I foresee it to be fun, and with it being acrylic, and it's only going to be 15 days. It's going to be a 15-day venture. So you'll have 15 days of, and these days are full skeins of yarn. They're not minis. They're not halvesies. They're a full skein. And it's going to be DK weight yarn. So it's thicker than sock weight. Just shy of 4 weight. But the way that the yarn companies are doing yarn anymore, it's anybody's guess. But anyway, there will be a limited number of boxes. I'm only making 18. 18's it. If I sell them, I sell them. If I don't, I don't. But 18 is the number of boxes, or 18 is the number of Christmas in July that I'll have available. And it will be acrylic, and they're going to be $125. And they will be going up on Etsy. Etsy will be the only place you'll be able to purchase these. um, if you don't like Etsy, get a hold of me. We'll see what we can do. but Etsy's probably going to be it. But you never know. It's what I'm saying now. It doesn't mean that I won't bend. I'm a beautiful person. I love everybody, so I might be able to work with you. So for $125, you can have a Christmas in July box. The things will be wrapped for Christmas, and they're going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of yardage. And it will be name brand yarn, and it will all have a label. So it's not like you're getting mill ends or something like that. This is actual. You're going to get an actual skein of yarn with the label. So for $125, you can buy one. And Jax, I call her Jax, but I believe her real name is Jackie. But she's the owner of the channel Creations by Jax. That's where I get the Jax from. So I'm not disrespecting her. So she's my buddy. She's my buddy. But if you haven't heard from, I'll talk. I'll learn to talk. One day I'll learn to talk. So I will put her channel in the description box. Lord help me remember that. So if you have not heard of her channel, please go over, show her some love. She's funny. She has lots of energy. She makes me look like I'm sleeping. But hey, we all have our lovable ways. Everybody loves you for something. There's something about you somebody loves. And every time she goes live, we got to watch her. And she has enough subscribers, but she does not have the watch hours. So YouTube, you have to have so many watch hours and so many subscribers. So the last I remember, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours constantly. So she has enough subscribers. She just don't have the watch hours. She had some tragedy happen in her family, and I'm not going to get into that. That's not my place. It's not my business to tell her business. But I can say she had tragedy in her family, and they, so that's why she needs watch hours. That's all I'm going to say, out of respect for Jax. But she's a wonderful person. You're going to love her. She's a bundle of energy. But when, because she come up on her live, she's like, Russ, you have to do this Christmas in July. You have to do a box for Christmas in July. So it's like, okay. So me and Kevin at first wasn't, it's like, the countdown boxes, we're still trying to get over the traumatization of the countdown box for Christmas, okay? But that's the mindset you have to have, um, to make things happen, because I have to get the yarn pulled, I have to get the gifts pulled, everything has to be Christmas wrapped, um, in actual Christmas paper, everything has to be labeled, um, and I have to see if I have to order a different box. I'm hoping, um, because I have different sizes. I order through, a company to get my boxes, so, and it's not cheap. I'm hoping the different size boxes that I have, one of them will work for this amazing Christmas in July. Christmas in July is half of the countdown box. So it's not going to have all of I can't fit all of the gifts into the Christmas in July box. Um, but it doesn't mean that I'm skipping out on quality. So don't think that the Christmas in July box is going to be less quality than my Christmas box or actual countdown, because the quality will be there, because that's one thing I pride myself on. I'm not gonna if I'm not willing to pay $125, how can I expect somebody else to give me $125 for crap? I wouldn't. If I did that, I it wouldn't. Yeah, I couldn't do that, because my mind, my heart would not let me. For one, it just, that's why I couldn't be a car salesman, because I could not sell somebody a piece of crap or junk and smile, shake their hand, and then when they drive off the lot, the engine falls out. There's people out there that do that, but Russ is not one of them. So the quality of my countdown box, or the quality of Christmas in July, will still be high quality, and they will be up on Etsy. So in case some of the people overseas wants to purchase these, I'm going to have them listed on Etsy May 1st. So that gives you May and June. Gives 2 months. I shipped something to Australia. A, a subscriber friend ordered one of my countdown boxes from Australia. I was worried it wasn't going to get there. She bought it in the middle of October, and it made it there on time. But it took it was like just days before December 1st that she got this box. So it's going to take a good month. And I know everybody's on limited budgets. So by going through Etsy, they have like a firm, they have different Klarna. It's where you can purchase something, and if you qualify, you get deferred payments. So that's one good thing about Etsy. So those of you that want a box and are on limited income, you can still purchase one if the payments fit in your schedule. So that part I do like, because from the day one of this channel, I made it clear everybody's included. I know I don't do much. I know I don't do many giveaways, and the channel, I am monetized. I've been monetized for a year, but my monetized, I don't get paid monthly from YouTube, because you have to have $100 in monetization money in your account before they'll send it to you, and then you have to wait a month. So everything that I made in December, well, everything that I made in October, November, and December, well, it qualified for that $100 threshold. But I don't get that money until the end of January. So, and that money goes into the channel because I buy yarn. And I do giveaways. Once the channel starts making more money, I can start doing more giveaways, because you have to remember shipping plus the merchandise that I'm sending comes out of my pocket. And I don't want to come on and say, okay, I'm only doing a giveaway for people in the U.S. Knowing good and well, I've got people in other parts of the world, and to me, that's a slap in the face. So what I do is, if somebody from another country wins my giveaway, okay, I can't send them what I'm offering, but I send them a gift card for wherever they want. You tell me where you want it from, and I'll get you a gift card, because it gives a lot of flexibility. Because to ship something out of country, just a little itty bitty box, is going to be well, the countdown box that I sent to Australia, it was like 60 some dollars, almost $70 to ship. And that's just crazy. For $30 in yarn, it's going to cost $70 to ship. It's not worth it. So if somebody wins into another country on a giveaway, I just give them a $40 gift card. That's the way it is. Because the yarn itself is $30 to $40 anyhow. But to ship the same amount of yarn in the U.S. is like $10 to $12. So, but it's not fair to exclude them. They're a part of my family. They're a part of my YouTube. Without everybody's contribution, I wouldn't be sitting here. I mean, I would, because I still would crochet and knit, but I wouldn't have as much fun. I know I'm rambling. I just want people to know that I try and do everything I can to include everybody. So, now on this blanket, I had some people ask questions. So, as you can see, I do two double crochets. I do two double crochets. And I chain one and then do two double crochets. That is on this blanket because the yarn is so thin, it will buckle if you don't have enough chains in between everything, and if you don't have enough stitches in between the chains, it buckles. It pulls itself in, and it won't sit flat. And if it buckles too much, even after you block it, it won't sit straight because it's too tight. So in my corner, so I'm here at the corner, and I chain 4 because this is really thin yarn. It's really thin yarn. It's sock weight. So you have to give things room to. Normally, when I do a granny square, it's just I do 3 doubles, no chain, 3 doubles, no chain, all the way across. And then when I get to the corners, I do like 2 chains. That's it. That's on the thicker yarns. But with these thinner yarns, I found, for me anyway, I found out it's a lot easier to do two doubles with a single crochet in between and a chain 4 in the corner. And it gives it a lot of drape, a lot of flexibility. Look at that. I mean, it's just drapes. And also, because you got to remember, this is hand dyed mini hank of yarn from Aberdeen wool. It's expensive, and it takes a lot of. Well, when I finish this box of the mini hanks that's in here, so when I finish those, it'll be 160 in this blanket, and it just barely fits a full-size bed. And I've been working on this blanket a long time. Now, when my sister passed away earlier this year, I stopped for several. I stopped for several months. But we're getting back to the swing of things. I'm hoping. Um, my dad's still hanging in there. He's getting weaker, but he's still hanging in there. So that's good news. Good news. Hmm. And I know I used to pump at one time. I was putting a video out every day, and it's like between work and home, and I just I couldn't do that anymore because my job is very demanding. I'm usually gone. Well, it takes me an hour one way to get to work and back home, and then I'm working 8 to 12 hours. It varies. But we're going to make it. We are going to make it. And I really love how this blanket's turning out. Um, because I really wanted scrap again, which is just a scrappy. It's just you just take your bits and pieces of your knitting and crochet, what you have left over. Um, so you'd have a ball this size of yarn that's left over, and you'd save them because you don't want to throw that much yarn away. So you'd save it, and then when you got a ton of them, then you just crochet, put a blanket together, or put a scarf together, or a cowl, a wrap, a hat. You know, you can have anything scrappy. So, and then the little itty bitty pieces that isn't enough to make a stitch or something, instead of throwing them away, you can get little plastic ornaments that you can drop those little pieces in and hang an ornament on the tree. And it's of all of the things that you made throughout the year or 2 years. Or I don't, as much as I work, I don't get many finished objects done in a year. I don't. Hi, sweet pea. Come on, baby girl. Come here. Come here. Well, come here, mama. Come here. Come here. She's like, no, you put me in front of that camera. She gone. She gone. Oh my gosh, she's gone. Just like every time you're talking, I end up on camera. Her daughter, Tippy, she loves the camera. She got to come say hi. But Sweet Pea Junior, no, they don't want no. They don't want no part of it. What, Mama? Okay, come here. Up we go. Oh, here's Sweet Pea. Here she is, and she's fighting to get down. She's already fighting to get down. Hi, Sweetums. Oh, Dad's big girl. Oh, Dad just loves you. Yes, Dad loves you. Yes, I know you're on camera and you don't like it. Oh my goodness. All right, go find Tippy. Go find Tippy. Now the only two we need is Junior and Rudy. But I'm talking. Junior's like gone. I mean, he's hiding. The only the only way we can get Junior on camera is if Kevin brings him, and then he'll be on camera. But he doesn't like it. He'll hide. Oh Oh, it's so funny. Oh, they'll be laying around the table or something, or on one of the chairs, and I'll turn the light on, and it's like they look up and they start looking around. It's like, Dad's coming. And as soon as I sit down in this chair, gone. Boom. Junior, boom, gone. Oh, he is so funny. But Tippy, as soon as I start talking, if she hears me, if she can hear me, she's coming. But she wants to come say hi. And I am using a 3.5 millimeter crochet hook for this thin yarn. I probably could have went to a 3 millimeter, but I'm really liking this because um, when the stitches are relaxed, further down in the blanket where they're relaxed, the stitches look really nice. So I think 3.5 is a good size. And you don't have to give me a minute. Give me 1 minute. Oh. All right. Well, that didn't work out the way I wanted it. But whatever does, right? If it worked out the way that we wanted it, everything would be perfect. Okay, so once my box is done, I'm going to check it on the bed and I'll determine if I want to add more. But I have 50, 200, 60. There's 60 in here. The reason why there's 50 in here is because I used 10 to do my countdown boxes. So there's 50 in here, 60 in here. Here's another 200. Here's another 200. And as you can see, 200 pack. And I have another pack of 60. It's either 60 or 100 in there. I don't remember. So I have plenty to add to the blanket if I want. So it's not like I'll have to order any. But I am doing countdown boxes again next year. And I want to use that yarn. I want to use Aberdeen Wool's mini skeins again. I do. Because it's really awesome. So I'm giving everybody heads up now. If you want one of my countdown boxes for next year, start saving some pennies. Because I believe Next year's countdown box is going to be right around, it's going to be between $250 and $275. With the price of shipping going up, plus I have to pay Etsy, plus the products have gone up. So everything has gone up. So I'm going to have to raise, the price. So I'm letting everybody know now. It's going to be between 250, 275 for the countdown box in 2024. The Christmas in July box will be 125. So I'm just letting everybody know ahead of time, in case you're wanting one. The people that got them this year, um, everyone uh, would like to do it again next year. But it all depends. We can say, okay, Russ, I'm going to do it again next year. But when next year comes, we can't tell the future. So just because you say you want one, I'm not going to hold you to it if you can't do it. But I know people are on limited income. So by letting you know a price, okay, I need to save this much, or whatever the case may be. The I don't know. I don't know if I will offer free shipping for the countdown box in December. I know I'm not offering free shipping for the Christmas and July boxes. And I don't think I'll be offering free shipping um, for the countdown box in December. Like I offered free shipping this past year. And to get something a day early, you have to, you know, the cost difference between one day, and this is what turns me off of doing free shipping. And it doesn't have anything to do with the buyer. It has to do with the shipping companies, because for one day is anywhere between a $10 and a $15 difference depending on your address. So to get something delivered on December 18th will cost $12. But the next pay scale to get it there on the 17th or the 18th, there wasn't no real guarantee you're getting it a day earlier, but it was $24.95. So that's what irritates me. And that's one reason why I'm looking at not offering free shipping. And because when you click on shipping, it gives you the breakdown, it gives you all of the different price ranges. And it'll be, like December 12th through the 18th for $12. The next step down will be delivered between the 12th and the 17th. But you're paying $12 more. So it's like $24 to ship. It's like, no. And like I said, I'm not upset at the buyers. The buyers have nothing to do with it. It's the shipping companies. Because they're to get something a day early, come on. It should not cost no extra $12. And both tiers come with $100 uh, insurance. So, but no. Not gonna, no. So that's one reason why I'm looking at not offering free shipping. If it wasn't for that fact, if it was around $10 to $16, because to ship something from my address to California, I know it's going to cost more. It's going to cost more than $10. I get that. Understand that. I would still offer free shipping. But when it's going to cost an extra $15 on top of that, it's like, no, I can't. I just can't. I can't do that, because when I put these boxes together, I don't put them together to make a ton of money. I'm basically getting cost and $20 more, I think it was. It was like $20 or $25 more per box. So it's not like I'm overcharging, but you have to remember the time that it takes to put all of these together, to wrap all of the yarn, to wrap all of the gifts. That is not included in with the box, the price. And then when you offer free shipping, well, there went the $25 that you had, because now you're paying it in the shipping. So I basically didn't make any money on the countdown boxes at Christmas. And I'm not crying. I'm not mad. I've always told you guys I would be honest with you from the day this channel started. And I'm maintaining that. It's important to me to maintain honesty. And I'm sticking to it. If I don't watch her, she has shredded Sweet Pea. We had sheer blinds on the underside of the curtain. She has shredded them. So me and Kevin is going to be looking into getting these two windows redone with new panels because she is shredded. I like. She's something else. Oh, now, so teal yarn. Don't think that I hate teal. I don't hate teal. I just I just do that because there's a few subscribers that love teal. So when I say burn or something like that, shred, throw it away. I'm just joking. It's just to get the banter going because I love the interaction with you guys. Does anybody have any plans for New Year's? Me and Kevin um, is going to go to his mom's for New Year's Eve tonight. And then New Year's Day, we will go back over to his mom, or should say his parents, because his dad's still there. Um, I just don't want you guys to think that something happened with his dad because he's in good health. He's in good shape. I just have to remember to say parents, not just moms. But we go over there Christmas. We go over there New Year's Eve for dinner every year, and she just lives like 5 miles up the road, if that. And so New Year's Eve, we'll go over there, have dinner, snacks. Sometimes we bring in the New Year, sometimes we don't. All depends on how tired we are. Um, but Christmas, and this year she's fixing lasagna, I believe. Lasagna and garlic toast. Christmas or New Year's Day, she's fixing a standing rib roast. And she does a really, really good job. Yesterday, me and Kevin had Sloppy Joe nachos. We love those things, but we're just trying to get some stuff used up out of the house because the first of the not I'm not saying as soon as it turns the new year our diet starts. I'm not saying that, but we slowly got to start transitioning into eating a lot better, hence the water. And this is a 50-ounce cup. Um, so we have to eat better, and we'll slowly start transitioning just to get a lot of the stuff used up out of the house, out of the freezer. But it's not that we have to eat everything right away, because there's going to be, it'll probably be on a Saturday where we'll kind of like shift away from the diet a little bit. Healthy eating, however you want to call it. Just so we're not in, because I find you get in that rut and then it's just like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore, because you're not having anything, any of the foods that you love. So I found out by eating or taking a day a week or whatever, um, you can maintain more of a stride with healthy eating. I'm out of yarn, so I got to dig up in here. What one's this one? Ooh, we have a pretty purple. All different colors of purple. That looks like white. It's kind of like a really light purple. Ooh, and we have a green. The turquoise still eluded us. Eventually, we're going to pull it, because eventually it's going to be the only one in the box. So eventually, we will pull the turquoise, because I'm not going to dip into the new stuff until all these 160 are used. Then I will. But I have to get. I got to figure out what to do with these, because I want my jar back. It's either I find a place for them, or Russ is going to order another jar. One of the two. Just saying. Now, this. I'm sorry, I got to talk to myself, or else I'll forget what I'm doing. So this goes over. Just like so. Pull it tight. And that's one thing when you're doing these magic knots. Make sure that knot is tight. That was over. So this side has to come under. Pull it tight. And now we can pull these two together. Uh-huh. Sure. I don't know what happened to my scissors. We did wrapping paper, or we wrapped gifts, and now we can't find nothing. I hope we're not the only ones that have trouble with that. So let's see here. So you can go in my box. I have a ornament thing that these little bits go in. Okay, now moment of truth. We take our knot and we pull on it, and if it doesn't pull out, we're good. Because if you do it right, the concept is it will always tighten down on itself and not ever unravel. That's the concept. And that's why they call it the magic knot. I need to do another live someday. It's been a while since I did a live. I wanted to do a live for Christmas, and that didn't happen. That didn't happen. But it's alright. It's okay. One of these days, you never know. I just might pop in with a live unannounced. My lives are usually I try and have them organized because I always like to have someone up on panel with me when I do a live. But I've done them before without anybody. They're just not as fun. So I hope everybody has a wonderful New Year's because I am just about ready to call this episode done. Some people don't like these long. Some don't like them long. Some like them like 15 minutes or between 10 and 15 minutes. Some like them as long as I can make them. I can't please everybody. So you get what I get. Whatever I post is what it is. If you only want to watch a few minutes, that's fine by me. If you want to watch the whole thing, that's fine by me. If you want to watch it twice, fine by me. If you don't want to watch, fine by me. Doesn't mean I don't love you. All right. So we're at an hour and 5 minutes. Well, we got a couple. I'll wait until an hour and five, and then we'll call it. We'll call it a day. Oh. Hmm. I'm just sitting here in my own little world, just crocheting. I know I'm not talking. I just enjoying the quiet, crocheting along. And we are there at 5 after. Okay, so as always, I love you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you have a wonderful ringing in the new year. And I will see you in my next video, okay? Bye.